Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of DTF with Frankie and Herb.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. Today, we are talking about trending topics.
Trending topics.
I really love doing trending topics with you, man.
Yes.
I really do.
I feel like trending topics is, one, it keeps us in the know, right? Having to constantly look us stuff up and whatnot. It keeps us in the know. It keeps us, in the stream of things.
Yeah.
It's also really easy to talk about these things too.
Yeah. Especially with the amount of articles and pages and research you can find when you're doing, your research in this stuff, because there's almost like so many different outlets that has different stories about it,
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of he said, she said, but this is what it's all about, man. We're talking about the trending. We're talking about stuff that matters, stuff that we find entertaining
in this industry. Yes.
And I'm excited to talk about this very first one.
Right. So we're going to be talking about a few things. First one, we're going to be talking about Tobey Maguire's role in the new Secret Wars movie that they're planning on coming out.
Did you say Tobey Maguire?
Right.
In the Secret Wars? Like he's coming back again? That's amazing. All right. Uh-huh.
Next, we're going to talk about Hassan Minhaj. You're aware of Hassan Minhaj?
I am aware of the name and I'm aware of the face.
Hassan Minhaj is a political comedian, and has been revealed that he's been lying about things in his material.
Okay.
And, in the comedy world, that's a big no-no.
Oh, yeah. Like you need to have your own content. You need to have your own like real stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been lying about what exactly?
Like, because he's a political comedian, he's been lying about like racial incidents that's happened in his life.
Okay.
Right. So we'll get to that.
We'll get into that.
Last, we're gonna go into the now infamous Jada Pinkett Smith.
No round of applause.
Right? So let's get into Tobey Maguire. It is said that he is going to have a lead role in Avengers Secret Wars.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's so
the
exciting.
Avengers theme song.
Yes,
right?
I'm so glad you got that. I'm glad I did that correctly too.
Yeah. I heard it.
But yes, Tobey Maguire is apparently going to lead the new Avengers in Secret Wars. Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't really think he's going to lead in the sense of like he's going to be like the face or like the Iron Man, but he's definitely going to be like the main middle. Like, for example, when Endgame happened, who was the main three? Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. I'm pretty sure Tobey is going to be one of the main ones now.
Exactly. One of the main ones, which you can call it a leading thing. So what happened is a movie synopsis recently dropped online from the movie insider, My Time to Shine Hello. Usually a really good source when it comes to inside scoops and plot details, right? And exclusives. They've become a trusted source when it comes to Marvel films.
Nice.
So the synopsis read this. The TVA sends a team of multiversal Avengers. They have secretly recruited, led by Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and Ryan Reynolds Deadpool to save the 616 Avengers and defeat the Kangs once and for all.
So this is the part that really excited me. You said to save the 616 Avengers.
Yeah.
So that means, like, obviously, we all know that, Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire is from a different timeline. We already all know this. But it is so exciting to know that they're not only are they jumping timelines again, like how they did with Endgame or even now with Loki and all that stuff. It's I don't know how to put it. It's just really exciting to know that they're going to be helping each other now. You get me? Because this whole timeline-based thing.
Different timelines entirely. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is Sony. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is Fox. And Ryan Reynolds Deadpool is...
Fox as well.
Well, is Ryan Reynolds Deadpool Fox?
Yeah.
Because the Fox Deadpool is the one that we don't like from the Wolverine X-Men Origins.
Okay.
So I don't know where Ryan Reynolds Deadpool falls.
Right.
If it's Fox... fine, but it's three different eras of film coming together.
It's like this is so funny. So yeah, you're right. So then we had like a Fox universe, we had a Sony universe, a Marvel universe, and then there's just like a Ryan Reynolds universe.
Exactly.
Like he legit has his own universe.
Yeah.
And he's bringing things together. Only Ryan Reynolds, can make the stuff like that happen.
Saving the MC or saving the Fox universe, right?
Saving the
MCU, they're doing good, but he's definitely saving the Fox universe.
Yeah. So about this synopsis, it confirms two things. Since Secret Wars is going to is set to release after Kang Dynasty, we know that the Avengers will lose in the first film again, like in Infinity War.
Yes, which was devastating to me.
First,
when Infinity Wars came out, bro,
dude,
I saw that thing in theaters, and at the end, when Thanos snaps his fingers, if nobody saw it by now, what are you doing, right? But when Thanos snaps his fingers, I was just I felt exactly how the Avengers felt on Scream. What just happened? Did we lose?
Yeah,
and people just start dusting away. I'm like, oh my god.
I was in theaters, and I remember when the whole dust scene, everybody in the theater was no, what like no, like little by little, no, and in my head I'm just thinking like, okay, like I'm not yet ready to accept this. Like there's more to this film. The credits hasn't rolled yet. What am I gonna see after this?
Yeah,
and then we just see Thanos sits down and just smiles, and then boom, it ended. I'm like, whoa.
You were like, I need Kevin Feige on the phone now. What the hell is going on?
This actually ended by us seeing the Avengers lose. This is the first time in Marvel Cinematic history that we saw them lose and the credits just rolled.
Yeah.
First time. So I'm excited to see them lose again for this because, dude, that was so intense. So we know that they will lose in the first film, just like Infinity War. Also, they're also setting up this film to have several farewells for the OG Marvel actors.
Absolutely. That second part is really, really true because we already know that in Secret, so they're going to lose in Kang Dynasty. And now in Secret Wars, they're talking about a multiversal Avengers team that is put together by the TVA. And because of the casting information that's coming out, we already know that the actors from the OG X-Men films from the year 2000, James Marsden as Cyclops, Halle Berry as Storm, right? We already know that they're coming back, right? And because Kevin Feige worked on that film in 2000 as a production assistant, now he's at the top of Marvel. He definitely he's been looking for some time now, he's been looking for a way to integrate them into the success that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has become. Because I'm not going to say that the X-Men started off Marvel, because the story is that Wesley Snipes' Blade really saved Marvel Studios from going bankrupt. The Blade trilogy, or the first Blade movie anyways, Blades 1 and 2, really set up Marvel for success, right? Brought in enough money to keep people employed, keep writers on the scene, and like come up with more plans for Marvel Studios.
Right.
Blade did that. But a lot of success in the Fox Marvel movies, right? A lot of success came up, and Kevin Feige, being the head of Marvel, working with them back in 2000, really wanted a way to integrate them into this thing that's become so successful now and give them a good farewell, right? Because in the original trilogy, it is well known that very few people like the third movie.
Well, of X-Men?
Yeah.
The Last Stand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very few people like the third one, but and because that's well known, and because that's where the Fox X-Men thing ended, there's no real closure at the end of that story.
Right. So, they just rebooted everything with the
X-Men First Class, also all those Wolverine spinoffs as well. They
focused hard on Wolverine. They invested in Hugh Jackman.
Exactly. So he was just really trying to find a way to give them a proper goodbye, and that's what Secret Wars is about.
That's what's up. That's it's gonna be so exciting. I'll tell you this much. I truly believe after this, I think I might be done. I really do. If I have to be so honest with you, I think after this I might be done. I really do, because now we get it. There's a formula. Let's drop different projects, TV shows and movies, and then we'll bring them together, and then you're going to be excited. And what else is more there you can do with this type of storyline of superheroes being brought together you already surprised us with that they lost, but then they were redeemed with a part 2. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
And the fact that you're gonna do it again is exciting. However, I feel like after this one, I think
Exactly.
I won't be interested in it.
You can't
anymore.
do the same run of films 3 times in a row.
Exactly, man. What is
the Infinity Saga? Man, what a good thing to do. Multiverse Saga. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do the third time?
What are you gonna do next? Man, that's so insane because you think about it. Imagine we just entered the multiverse saga. What 2021?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So we're only 3 years in. Let's go back to 2008 when the first Iron Man came out. 3 years after that, 9, 10, 11. What came out in 2011? Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Thor came out in 2011. Imagine trying to explain to somebody in the early years, only 3 years into the Marvel phase, that this is what's gonna happen in Infinity War, and you can't even explain it to somebody.
Yeah.
So imagine whatever the next phase is gonna be. Like they surprised us before. I wonder if they're gonna surprise us again. But I think I'm done. What about you? What are your thoughts on this whole Secret War stuff?
I can't wait for it to come out. I'm excited about the idea, especially bringing back all the old actors. Like that's trippy,
You think Andrew Garfield is going to be in it?
There's probably a good chance. There's also talk about him getting a third Amazing Spider-Man film because the second one bombed so hard.
I saw something like that.
Right, so there's talk about that. But if he's in it, I'd appreciate that too. Right, I thought he did a great job in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Right. He redeemed himself by saving Zendaya's character. If y'all haven't seen it by now, what are you doing? But he did it. He had a very redeeming role in that film. And if they bring him back for Secret Wars, I would absolutely appreciate it. I can say what you said. I think I'll be done after this, right? I said it. I think Marvel is doing too much right now.
Yeah,
they're doing so much. I think Marvel should have finished after the Infinity Saga instead of continuing the story, rebooting it, like Iron Man doesn't exist or whatever.
It would have been dope for us to just been like kind of what they're doing right now with just us focusing on another timeline, but like a complete different timeline. Mm-hmm. Something like what James Gunn is about to do. James Gunn, sure, yeah, he's basically rebooting DC by bringing characters that no one's really heard about and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he's writing Superman and all that stuff, people we all know, and of course, I'm sure he's going to do some type of Batman. But he is very, well known to just bringing a character from a comic book and just bringing it to life and delivering it. So I think Marvel should do that as well. But that's all I got with this topic with Tobey Maguire leading Avengers.
Yeah. I wish Tobey Maguire success in his career. He's been a great guy ever since I knew him, like Spider-Man 1, What year did that come out again?
2001.
2002?
2002.
2002 is the first time I ever knew Tobey Maguire, and I've loved everything I've seen him in since. He was in The Great Gatsby. He had this fantastic movie with Jake Gyllenhaal called Brothers.
Uh-huh.
And he's been a great contributor to film since Spider-Man, and I just wish him the best going forward.
I'm going to end it with this. I do believe that Tobey Maguire, we all know Tobey Maguire is not really, how can I put it? He's not someone he's not into social media. He hates cameras on him and all that stuff. You've seen all those videos of like people trying to take a snap of Tobey in public. Mm-hmm. Have you seen those? Yeah. Bro, he looks pissed. Like he look at the camera like get that camera out my face. And I don't know. In a way, we all know that him playing Spider-Man may have changed his acting career in the ways like, oh, he's only known as Spider-Man. That probably bothers him or something. That bringing him back into the whole Marvel thing, this was probably one of his requests. Like, hey, I'll come back from No Way Home. Sure. But guarantee me a lead spot for something. Like, I want to be back out there again. I want to be on top. If people only know me as Spider-Man, then fine. But bring back my Spider-Man then.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was something I thought of. On to the next thing. I would like for you to take this one away because you read a little bit more about this one.
Right. So Hassan Minhaj, right? He's a political comedian. Had a show called The Patriot Act. The Patriot Act. It was a comedy news show. It was shaped after The Daily Show and Last Week Tonight.
Okay.
Both heavy on the politics, right?
Okay.
But comical shows, satire in its intention and whatnot. he actually has been revealed to be lying about several racial incidents that happened to him.
Like about his history, right? His childhood, growing up.
Yeah, childhood, growing up, life experiences and whatnot.
Trying to milk these stories for his own benefits.
Exactly. And this is my biggest problem with it, because he didn't only decide to be a comedian. He decided to be a political comedian.
Yeah.
Right? And he is making up stories that happened to him, but could have actually happened to someone else.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what? Not even that could have happened to someone else, but somebody that's going through it right now.
Exactly. Right. And they don't get the shine or the attention that the story actually deserves.
Yeah.
Right. He's gotten the attention and he's gotten paid for that attention. And it's just a horrible line to walk for me personally. You know, if it didn't happen to me, why lie about it?
Yeah.
You are creating unnecessary trauma. You know?
Right.
Let me see. There's some stories that came out. Let me see. In Minaj's approaches to comedy, he leans heavily on his own experience as an Asian American and Muslim American, telling harrowing stories of law enforcement entrapment and personal threats. In Minaj's 2002 Netflix stand-up special, The King's Jester.
2000 who?
2022.
Oh, my God. I'm like, sheesh, he's been in the game like that?
2022. In Minaj's 2022 Netflix stand-up special, The King's Jester, a biological reflection on fame, vainglory, and Minaj's obsession with social media clout, he relays a story about an FBI informant who infiltrated his family's Sacramento area mosque in 2002 when Minaj was a junior in high school. Right? He talks about this FBI informant who was this American and decided to convert to Islam because he was so moved by, you know, their religion and whatnot, stories he had heard and everything and whatnot. Turns out it was a lie. This FBI informant, right? After a certain number of years, FBI and CIA intel is declassified, right? Which is why you get movies like Argo. You know, it was a declassified CIA story.
Yeah.
Right. And you get other things that come out, right? This is why COINTELPRO, right? This COINTELPRO was a CIA program created to tear down the civil rights movement, right? CIA tearing down the civil rights movement. Anyways, public information, because after a certain amount of time, it is declassified. So what turns out is that this FBI informant that was infiltrating his mosque in 2002, those things didn't actually happen until like 2004, 2005.
And he was claiming it was happening in 2002.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's like not adding up for him, and now it's coming out into light.
Exactly. Later in that special, Minaj speaks about the fallout from the Patriot Act segments of the killing of Jamal Khashoggi and Narendra Modi, Hindu nationalism. The big screen displays threatening tweets that were sent to Minaj. Most disturbing, he tells the story of a letter sent to his home which was filled with white powder. The contents accidentally spilled onto his daughter. The child was rushed to the hospital because they thought, oh man, what if this is anthrax?
Right.
Turns out it was not anthrax. Turns out they knew it wasn't anthrax. When the letter, like a letter actually went to his house.
Okay.
Right. A letter actually went to his house. There actually seemed to be something in there. Right. But they knew immediately that it was not anthrax. And Minaj in his head said, oh man, what if it was anthrax? And he just rolled with that thought. You know, not only did he roll with that thought.
I get what you're saying.
Not only did he roll with that thought, he put it in a Netflix special and said that it actually happened.
Okay, but it didn't. It didn't happen. He just went with the thought of like, man, it would have been crazy if it was.
Yeah.
And he just went with it as it actually happened. Wow, exactly. That's crazy.
Minaj insisted that though both stories were made up, They were based on an emotional truth.
Get out of here.
Yo, emotional truth doesn't even what is that? What is emotional truth?
Yeah.
There's
emotional truth is basically a way of saying whatever you want without getting any consequences from it. Because you're calling it emotional.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
My biggest problem with this is that he is making money on it.
Yeah.
It'd be different. Well, I guess that's the point. If he wasn't making money, people would just think he was crazy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what it is. But because he is making up these stories and he is known as a political comedian, if he was a regular old comedian, this is my thing. You have who did it? Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks did History of the World Part 1. What a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. History of the World Part 1. Such a good movie. So funny. But, you have that old classic joke comedians say. They say, oh, I just came in from San Francisco and my arms are tired, right? Giving the idea that you either flew here or swam here by your arms. That's clearly not real. It's clearly a joke. But this man is walking a really fine line between reality and falsities.
Yeah.
These things could have happened or are probably actually happening to people. And
in his head, it actually did happen.
His reason for doing this is because his own life was not interesting enough to make money off of.
That's crazy.
Bro.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a political comedian, bro. All these politicians, whatever. It's all what's it called, a facade, man. It's all a show, truthfully. And if you wanna play, you got to learn how to play. And he's learning how to play. He's learning how to get his way. And just like anybody in 2023, that's lying after lie after lie, and bro, all that stacks up, and eventually it's gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Eventually it collapsed. And that's the thing with getting into the political world, man. You step into that world, you get stuff thrown into your face that you forgot about. Oh, it happened in 2001 before I even had a computer. Somehow, some way, somebody was there to say, oh yeah, this happened, and this guy, what's his name? Hassan Minhaj is not who you actually think. It's insane. But I don't know. I've never seen him like this. In the sense of I've never really seen his specials or anything like that. I've seen the face. I know the name, but I don't know. He gives me douchebag vibes. in all honesty.
Now I'm getting that, but I used to really enjoy watching his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now knowing that it's a lie, it's really upsetting.
Okay.
Knowing now that it's a lie, I feel deceived.
You feel
as
pumped.
a fan.
Yeah.
As a fan, I feel literally lied to.
Right.
I was literally lied to. And I think, man, if he had just give that disclaimer at the top. Give that disclaimer. None of these things actually happened to me. And then go on to say it. You could at least tell them, well, I told them it wasn't true. But was it entertaining? Yes. If you gave that disclaimer, you could make that argument.
Yeah.
But he didn't give that disclaimer.
Yeah.
He let people believe that these were real life experiences. And that is why I'm so hurt by this happening.
I'm sorry, bro. You're speaking truthfully and emotionally.
That is my emotional truth.
That's your emotional truth. Let's move on from this one, bro. Let's move on from this because this next thing, I'm getting a little upset even just continuing talking about this dude. I'm getting no interest in him. And this next person, I am also going to feel this exact same way. We're going to have so much to say, but eventually we're going to end this episode because I just want to stop. Because Jesus Christ, we're going to talk about this because it's all over the place and DTF covers it all.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith with her Will Smith in relationship, her entanglements, her life, being on set for G.I. Jane 2. We're going to discuss it all. Jada Pinkett Smith recently just announced about how her and Will has not been together in the last, 6 years?
I think it's been 7 years.
Dude,
7 years
since 2016, they have not been together. That is insane. This entire time, we all knew that they weren't a healthy relationship as we all thought in the early 2000s and everything like that. But everything is just coming out, and who's asking for this? You know, maybe in the beginning, sure. Hey, Will and Jada, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. Oh, we have entanglements. Oh, we cheat on each other. We actually don't live with each other. So it's like, okay, I don't want to know anything else. Oh, but you guys opened this door already. Check this out. Exactly. She's just rolling. Like she's just milking this whole thing. Oh, dude.
You know what song didn't age well was one of those J Cole is one of my favorite
Jada
rappers.
and that Will Love, man.
Yeah, didn't age well.
And it's insane because
that line didn't age well.
I think that song came out in 2016 as well.
Oh, man.
If I'm not mistaken. So, in a new memoir set to release on October 17th of 2023, Jada Smith reveals that her and Will have been separated for 7 years. They have been married, but residing in the same house, but living two separate lives, which I believe we all kind of have an idea of because Will Smith is one of the top, followed persons on Instagrams or, someone that people like to, keep up with. And he is traveling nonstop. He's in Dubai. He's skydiving. He's scuba diving. He's in Hawaii. He's always...
Bro, I didn't even think about that.
And he's always by himself. Yeah. He is always by himself. Always. What is Jada doing? She's not a huge movie star that is living life, bro. She's taught the red table talk.
She's the hell out of here. With August Alsina.
Get the hell out of here with that, dude. That's so stupid. But anyways, we'll get into that. So I've noticed that we all noticed that they just they're not into each other like that. We all see Will doing his own thing, and let's talk about the Oscar slap.
This is what makes me most mad about this situation,
The Oscar slap?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? This happened last year? Was it last
2022,
year?
Yes.
2022, right? It happened 2022. And, everybody knows. Chris Rock made a joke about her bald hairstyle. And, Will Smith, everybody saw it, laughed at first. And Jada gave him a look that said, sick that man. Sick him. And Jada Pinkett made Will Smith do that on live television, ruining a family event. And now whenever we talk about him prior to last year, we have to call him pre-slap Will Smith, right? And she made him do that, ruining the biggest night of his career, banning him from that event for the next 10 years, right? Like she knew, she allowed all that to happen, knowing that they haven't been together in 7 years.
Yep.
Now, or at the time, I guess 6 years, but now, 7 years, they've been married but living separate lives.
And you know what's my thing? She sits there. Here we are saying like she gave her that look. She told him to do it, or like she made him do it. Even though she may not have said anything to him, we all know that that if Will did not do something at that moment, he was gonna hear it later.
The expectations of being a husband to a woman, yeah.
Not even just that. Not even just that, because again, this is Chris Rock. How many times have a comedian and I wouldn't even say disrespected people. They make jokes about people. Everyone. How many of these people are married already?
Everybody can get it with a comedian.
Anybody can get it. Nobody is safe. So when that happened, man, that changed Will Smith's entire image. It changed his entire image now.
Yeah, I let me tell you something.
Man, this is such a difficult conversation to have because I was such a huge fan of Will Smith. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, when I saw Will Smith walking up, and even Chris Rock was like, here he comes, and everybody was laughing. I was laughing, thinking, oh my goodness, like this is so fun to see, like I really hope Will Smith wins tonight. And then, boom, I felt like I was there. I was like, oh,
yeah,
my jaw was dropped. The house was silent. Oh man, but
now I can't even root for his career anymore.
I can't even root for his career anymore.
I'm so upset at that.
Yeah,
like, I'm glad Emancipation flopped. I'm glad for that. And then when Bad Boys 4 come out, I'm not going to watch it in theaters. I'm telling Will Smith right now, I'm going to bootleg that thing.
You know what's my thing? I think what bothers me more about this whole Will Smith thing, and even like right now we're talking about like, even when Bad Boy 4 come out and all that stuff, I feel like what would get me back on track with Will Smith is if he just can get in front of the camera and just speak truthfully the same way this lady's doing it, the same way that Jada's doing it. Jada's just letting everything out. No shame whatsoever. Oh, this is going to be embarrassing to Will by me telling the world that Tupac was actually my
soulmate.
My soulmate. I don't care. This is what I want to say.
Bro.
Will Smith deserves to do the exact same thing. And it's not until he does where I'm not going to, I don't feel like I can respect him anymore. And I know it may sound like, some people might listen to us and saying, oh, but why are you talking about respect and all that stuff? He's just an actor. You don't, it's not just that. It's, bro, we grew up with Will Smith, man.
Yeah.
This was the Fresh Prince, It's just really upsetting to see such I guess someone that really was
a household name,
and what's it called, a role model for me wanting to even be in the industry as well.
This is his legacy. Jada Pinkett is ruining his legacy,
and I feel like he's just sitting back and allowing it to happen. Why is he not speaking? I am so baffled.
You know why he's not speaking? Because he could take a nap anywhere. Right? Did you see that Instagram post?
Yeah. No, bro.
Oh my gosh, he's so nonchalant in this situation, and it's making him look bad. The less he says, the worse he looks. Jada Pinkett is currently on a book tour, right? And you would think the name of the book was The Best Ways to Publicly Embarrass Your Man. Yo.
You know what's my thing? I wonder who's really out there waiting in line at Barnes & Noble, I can't wait for this Jada Pinkett book to come out. Get the hell out of here.
I don't know.
Who the hell is actually interested to know so much about this girl?
Other things that she's got coming out in the book are, other stories. I don't even want to call them, I don't know if I should call them salacious, right? But Jada Pinkett talking about the Oscar slap with Chris Rock. Jada Pinkett says that she was shocked to hear that that Will Smith called her his wife in that moment, because according to her, they hadn't called each other husband and wife in years.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah. According to Jada, they haven't called each other husband and wife in years. And she's just, bro. What makes me the most mad about this story is that, it's like you said, she's not even caring about what's going on with Will Smith. She's not caring about how Will Smith's image will look after this book comes out. She doesn't care.
No.
It's absolutely clear that she is not worried about Will Smith's image when this book comes out. And it makes me think that she might think that Will Smith has been famous for too long. So what? Your career is booming. They call you Mr. July because you have some huge summer movie release every year. It was 7 years in a row. He had the biggest movie, and they called him Mr. July because of it. So it's like she doesn't care.
Yeah.
And she is doing what she can to get her name in people's mouths.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're falling victim to that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I'm telling you, bro.
She got us.
She got us. She got DTF talking about her. We fell for it. Shit.
Oh man, but just some of the other things that's coming out in this book. According to her, there was an incident where a divorce rumor was coming out, and Chris Rock immediately called her up and tried to take her out on a date.
I mean,
whether it happened or not, it could happen. I believe it.
Yeah.
People in Hollywood date all the time.
Right.
I believe it could have happened. Why does it need to be in this story? Why does it need to be in this book? Why does it need to be in these headlines?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about this? She is just trying to get press for her book.
Yeah. Oh man. Just when you think that she dropped the one, thing that you didn't ask for, she drops another. It's funny. She dropped this whole book. I wonder what she's going to drop for us next year. Honestly, Jesus Christ. No, I'm falling victim for it. I'm here thinking, what else does she know? What else is she going to drop for us? I'm not gonna lie. Look, I know we're here talking about how upsetting it is and everything, but there's a reason why we have trending topic Fridays, because this stuff is juicy. This stuff is interesting to talk about. Not gonna lie, and whether it's upsetting or it gets us hype, it's juicy info. Wow.
Yeah, very, very upsetting. I don't know. A headline just came out. We were just going over. We were just looking over TMZ's page.
What's up?
And TMZ just came out saying that Will Smith responded to everything that came out. And his response seems very supportive. The New York Times reached out to Will Smith about the interview that Jada Pinkett did with them, and Will Smith's response was very, very supportive. I'm paraphrasing the quote, but he mentioned that after you've been with somebody for such a long time, you seem to get incredibly comfortable and forget the subtle nuances and the human beauties that come with a person or something like that. And he seems very supportive of her, releasing all these details and whatnot. But I don't know.
Something's up.
It's like you said, Will Smith needs to speak up and defend himself in this marriage.
Yeah, because my thing is that sure, couples do this. Specifically separated couples. We've now been informed that Jada and Will has been separated for the past 6-7 years. So that goes one of the big reasons as to why she's so nonchalant about just dropping stuff, because she's kind of been holding it in already for 6-7 years. She's okay with it. But what's up with him? I just need to hear something from him. I just have to. And maybe I'm pretty sure he's gonna remind you, this is a whole show. This is a whole show. For all we know, she's milking this whole thing with her and being in the spotlight. Remind you, this is the Smith family. Her being in the spotlight, and then when her time is done, or when they see that the trending is going down, oh, guess what? Now Will Smith is speaking, and it comes right back up.
Oh my God.
So maybe that's why.
I don't know.
It's all a show.
That would make me even more upset if this was just a play to keep them relevant. Will Smith is a household name, even after the slap. Pre-slap Will Smith and current Will Smith is still a household name. Will Smith doesn't need this. If Jada needs it and he's supporting her attempt at being relevant, I'd still be disappointed in him. But Will Smith doesn't need that. If that's what's happening, Will Smith doesn't need it. I don't know. Guys, tell us what you think, right? Chime in the comment section on Spotify. You can write a comment over there. We'll leave a question saying, what do you think about this episode? But chime in on Instagram and Twitter as well, right? What do you think about this whole Jada Pinkett thing? Because I'm just I'm now tired of it, but I guess I'm still upset. I'm very upset.
Yeah, it's an upsetting situation. It really is. But everybody's going to have their own opinions to it. Because like I told you, I was asking you earlier, who in God's name is saying, yes, Jada, say your truth? Like, who in God's name is saying this? Like, they've been separated for 6-7 years. This lady is not chained down. This lady is not, this is not no free Jada stuff. This is not a free Britney situation. Jada has, she's clearly wearing the pants in the relationship. Who is rooting for this evil woman? And what is it that you told me?
What did I tell you?
Well, I wouldn't call her an evil woman. Let me rephrase that. But just
infamous.
Yeah.
And infamous. She's definitely not liked as much as she used to be.
Exactly. That's all I can put, man. Because hey, eventually everything comes. What's it called? What's done in the dark will come to the light. Something like that. What's done in the dark, man, everything comes to light. This is, man. Who was another Hollywood couple that would be so sad to see them go down?
It already happened. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, when they got divorced, Hollywood was in shambles. We're also seeing it with Kevin Costner and his wife. They were together for a really long time. Yeah. They weren't famous as a couple, but seeing them together as long as they were together.
Who was this other couple as well? Another couple, very recently too.
Well, there's been a lot of couples breaking up. It's something's going around, man. You got your mask on, right?
I got my mask on, bro. Yeah, my marriage is good. Yeah. But so yes, please chime in and let us know what you think about what we spoke about, whether it's regarding Tobey Maguire leading the Avengers in a Secret Wars, regarding Hassan Minaj and his lies about his upbringing, or Jada Pinkett Smith and her relationship status with Will Smith. Is it a relationship? Is it not a relationship? Are you Team Jada? Are you Team Will? Are you even wanting to hear anything about Will and Jada? Are you even in, I'm done after this. This is the last time I feel like we could talk about it. Anything else you have for today?
Nothing else, dog. Just thank you for everybody listening. Follow us on all of our social media at Discuss the Film, wherever you can find us. Click that link in our bio, and you can see all the places we could be streamed.
Let's wrap it up.
My name is Frankie.
And my name is Herb. We'll talk to you again soon.